Listen to me. My brother was murdered in this protest. I cannot leave any of my members anymore.
Should SARS be ended because they aren't protecting us? We have to see if these people die and will come back next month. Enough is enough. Our voices must be heard. You people must hear us because we dey hear now when campaign reach. So please hear us this time. Thank you.
And welcome to Fact Factory.
Thank you very much.
It's so good to see you, to have you on our show today. And the reason why you are here today is just to hear your view as regards the issue going on in the society, the issue of SARS, NSAS protests all over the country. What do you have to tell us about this?
Well, the NSAS protests, I wouldn't say it's catching us unaware, because before now we have had issues relating to SARS, and we know how many times they've had to be suspended. Nevertheless, we still see them in our neighborhood, we see them in the corners of the streets, we see them on the road, mounting roadblocks and all of that. We see them extorting money from youths, we see them still killing. The issue of NSAS now is a very, very dicey one, because we were actually clamoring for reformation before now. Then all of a sudden what we have is NSAS now. Now the Yahoo people that are being tackled or attacked now by the SARS. Now we know that not everybody that is looking fly, we know that not every youth that has his hair dyed to one color or the other, different from black, that is a thug. But if you have the general youths now that are looking very fly, looking very expensive and rich, if you have them being mistaken for a fraudster, then we have a serious problem in the country. We have a serious problem, and maybe it is in the orientation of the SARS guys, or it is in the police force generally. But I would say a reformation has to come to play. In fact, as soon as possible. If you ask me how soon we need that reformation, we need it like yesterday, because we have youths, promising youths who have potential of adding serious values to the economies, being killed per second. If you have not been involved in this SARS menace, you probably know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that has been in the heat of this whole mistaken identity. For example, now I was looking at some clips, a particular clip rather, on the internet of a man crying bitterly of his son that was killed, mistaken to be a fraudster. The child went to the university and he came out, he went to serve, nothing happened at his place of service, only for him to come back to his father, and from his house to the next street, he got mistaken for a thug and he got shot, he was killed. The man was crying bitterly, and put yourself in that man's shoes, having invested a lot into that young man. And of course, you don't know how much investment that has been channeled into the education of that boy. Now, that is just one case. You have series and series of events happening. For example, now there are cases outside Lagos and within Lagos of on-the-spot shooting. In developed countries, if you have protests, if you have some people who are not obeying the order of the police, you look for a way to demobilize them. They use rubber bullets to either shoot them in the leg.
I was going to ask that do we even know what rubber bullet is in this part of the world? Like, do our law enforcement people, do they really make use of rubber bullets?
Actually, in this part of the world, I'm actually laughing. I'm not supposed to be laughing. It's a very sensitive issue.
Yes.
But if you have the same people that are supposed to protect your life killing you, then nobody is safe. It's a serious issue. And the issue of rubber bullets, I don't think we have that in our police force. Because if we have protesters protesting and instead of looking for a way to disperse them or to scare them away, you are shooting to kill. Somebody that is not guilty of any crime. The only crime that the person you want to say the person is guilty of is expressing his rights, expressing his own take on issues. And of course, we have freedom of expression, freedom of speech. You get, but you can't say because someone is telling you that I do not like what the government is standing for as it relates to him or her, and you kill him because of that. No, you are depriving that person of his human rights, and that is not, it's not acceptable. For example, now to disperse the crowd, you are shooting to kill, you shoot in the head, and it's a funny situation. So, but then, how would you want to scare protesters? How would you want to discourage hijack of protest by shooting them in the head or shooting them on the chest? You want to actually kill them, so it means you probably had ulterior motive for doing that. The EndSARS thing is going to impact greatly on the lives and properties of the citizens. So I wouldn't support a total cut off of that particular department. I won't encourage it because of the adverse effects it will have. Because if you have armed robbers robbing every day now, you need the police to help out or to even come and scare the armed robbers away. But then if you call them, they will say, "Shebi, now you now want people to come out there." They will be nonchalant about it, and of course we have to do anything.
Thank you so much for the points mentioned. And if I would ask you, because I want to believe we have billions of people watching this program right now, if you are to advise the government on, as a youth, you are youth, what kind of advice would you give to the government on how the lives and property of the citizen and the government would be like their number one priority on police reform? Sure.
Advise the government to make policing, to make it attractive. Now don't get me wrong. I like the government to make it attractive. Let them take home of policemen. Let it be attractive in such a way that the police officer will be proud to wear that uniform and not engage in side or corner activities. Because now at the end of the month, you have a police officer being paid and is able to take care of his responsibilities, his family responsibilities at home. And he doesn't have to cut corners, he doesn't have to stand by the roadside or take pride and all of that, or would I say rob in style to take care of his family. And when it is attractive, again, you have graduates enrolling to join the police force. You have people that are skilled in several areas, joining the police force. So it wouldn't be a force that is known for high level of illiterates. Because to be very sincere, my apologies, we have some illiterates, so many illiterates in the police force. And I think the reform should involve educating the police and our police officers, because many of them are not educated. I can tell you that they are not educated. If you hear some of them ask you questions, whatever you say will just be twisted and used against you. So when you are being stopped by a police officer, you are even scared of opening your mouth to say anything, because like the statement, you are advised to stay to keep quiet. Whatever you say may be used or may be used against you in the court of law. So when a police officer stops you and is asking you some questions, you have to be very careful what you say, because whatever you say might indict you at the end of the day. So I want the government to reform the police by giving them good education, give them good education, and let their money take home, let it be juicy. Because you can't tell me that somebody that is endangering his life have the police force in good state, you have the police force working, if you have them being taken care of good care, they can easily give their best to wear that uniform, to have that badge, it will be a great honor. And I believe it is something every Nigerian youth, it is something that we are looking forward to. When the policing of the nation becomes very, very good and attractive, and all of the side corners and side extorting, they are being put an end to, I believe the country will be very happy and the citizens be safe. There are some countries that they don't have police. Yes, they don't have police because the crime rate has actually dropped to almost zero. So I think the police force in that country has been scrapped. You have everybody living in peace, and the security level is very beautiful. You can achieve that in Nigeria. You have done a very good job.
Thank you so much.